I decided today this is a work in progress, so there. And secondly, I teach English in a primary school, and that's all you need to know. Okay. Unit 1. Hello. Directions. Answer the questions in English. For a bonus challenge, try to answer in a complete sentence. What is your name? My name is Eliza. How old are you? I'm 23 years old. Where do you live? I live in Berlin, Germany. Where are you from? I'm from Los Angeles, California. What is your favorite subject in school? Any that doesn't have me in front of the classroom. These are some of my favorite English words I know already. I love you. You're hired. Here's your paycheck. Something I want to learn this year is Klassenbuch, Klasse 3-4, Klasselehrerin Eliza. Heute wir ran around the classroom throwing pencils, screaming, refused, crying, to do the assignment. Ganz zu leicht, langweilig und ich kann gar nicht Englisch sprechen. Sat silently with wide eyes, lost in incomprehensible letters. Watched the class with fascination and a mischievous smile, diligently doodling. Stood on the desks and jumped off. Shiny fake wood tilted dangerously forward. Back leg was lifted. Skid slid into the floor, crashed. Hid behind cream-colored curtains and shook head furiously, gap-toothed grinning when I begged you to come down. Laid on our backs under the desks, glared, giggled, gossiped, sprinted into the hallway. Unit 2. At school. I can describe what is in my school bag. Phone, keys, €5, lipstick, headphones, bus ticket, phone charger, 8 brightly colored workbooks, the kids' editions for grades 1 through 4, and the teachers, construction paper scraps, diary, pens, lighter, empty cigarette carton, and crumpled plastic wrapper. I can describe something about my school day, for example, which school I go to. I go to the bathroom, lock door, and put my head in my hands. Breathe for 10 seconds while I remind myself I will probably not get fired. Hear the sound of small running footsteps outside the door, the melodic callings out of slow-walking teachers, various students' names, brightly asking, "Do we run in the hallway? No, I don't think so." Chewing sounds, singing, scuffling, laughing, zippers, Velcro. My favorite thing from today was Lillian and Esther, big smiles and missing teeth, find me on the stairwell walking up to recess. In chorus, "Haben wir heute Englischunterricht?" Excited to see me, hoping the answer is yes. Luca, freckles and big blue eyes, pats the seat next to him at lunch, leans his head on my arm while we eat. Glue sticks and googly eyes, scotch-taped kaleidoscopes and broken crayons. Moods that pass like weather, and the magic ability to believe that a kiss can make anything better. My least favorite thing from today was alarm blaring at 6, 6:05, 6:10, 6:15. Stare, dazed, at computer screen, wait for guidance. The lesson plan. Today we will think of each student in turn, a packet designed for each one. Come to class, coffee in hand. Good morning. And they, seeing me, groan, slump as if deflated under their desks. Half filled in worksheets, poor spelling as if to highlight both why I'm there and how little they care. This book is stupid. My favorite part was nothing. Fingers twitching for a cigarette, pocket empty. I'd asked my flatmate to hide my new pack from me, still mostly wrapped in plastic, still almost unused. Don't give it to me, even if I ask. The same familiar dance with all things. I won't, I will, I won't, I will, I shouldn't, so I won't. And I do! Swerve ducking into the closest Späti. Camel blau bitte. The procrastinator's promise, mantra of the weak-willed. Next time I will be better. Email from the principal. Hi, Eliza. We are wondering, can you prepare some notes for the Lernentwicklungsgespräch next week? The parents will want to know what you are thinking of the children. You can write naturally in English. Bis morgen. Connections Corner, German to English. Here are some big words I know already in German. Ausländerbehörde. Anmeldebestätigung. Bewerbungsgespräch. Freiberuflicher. Here are some English words I've heard recently that I don't understand. Can I pay you after the holiday instead? You won't believe it, but I lost the key to the casa. Do I owe you 1 month's pay or 2? Why are you crying? Here are some things in English I'd like to learn how to say. No, That doesn't work for me. I need to get paid today, or I will have to quit and or have a nervous breakdown. Why is it that everyone who teaches here is a woman? Are we all this underpaid? Why do men smile at me like that when I say that this is what I do for a living? This isn't what I studied. In fact, I have no training or previous work history to teach children on a professional basis. I am, however, a woman and desperate for employment, and thus, apparently, easily fleeced into below minimum wage care work, which my gender has somehow superseded any previous experience or lack thereof to make me inexplicably qualified. Do I actually even like children? Some differences I can think of between English and German are: with my friends I start to joke. The Germans come up with the endlessly long word to describe what exactly something is. Lernentwicklungsgespräch. Learning development conversation, a name intended to directly match expectation and reality. From the outset, the context of the meeting is clear and will likely proceed accordingly, as opposed to the numerous nebulous synonyms we would dream up for such conversations in English, American English at least, the casual and at times disarming friendliness of a chat, not to be confused with the stern solemnity of a meeting, or, God forbid, a sit-down. There's the sour taste of a talk, as in, we need to, or can we have a, and the mind-numbing, beige-feeling boredom of a conference where summit, though synonymous, sounds much more exciting. Then there's the neutered public tete-a-tete, opening a new world of vagaries. There's drinks, open-ended and at times suggestive, or a dinner which could be anywhere between familial, romantic, and businesslike, and even I'm not sure what an American means when they ask to get coffee, which my brother once told me he invites people to when he's just hoping to find a way out of a conversation. Email from me. Email to Jonah's mom. Like any artist, your son Jonah is a daydreamer. We just need to wrangle in all of his creative spirit so that he can sit in his fucking chair for 2 minutes in the classroom. Words followed by words. Words wrapped in meaninglessness and justification. Words leaning like lazy dominoes, ready to topple in a lugubrious chain of sounds and fake smiles. Words we cushion with other meaningless words, hinting at some distant displeasure with cautious similes and suggestive intonations. Email from me. Email to Natalia's parents. For a 10-year-old, Natalia sure has a strong will. Natalia's biggest growing point will be to learn better sensitivity to others, because I didn't realize it's possible to be regularly brought to tears by the bullying of someone who's just reached double digits. She's a real firecracker. Not that I'd ever be so brave to actually say anything, me with all my words, my mouth full, cheeks stuffed, drooling with babbling drivel, with meaningless words. It is in this way I come to understand why, among other reasons, us Americans get such a bad reputation for our shiftiness, for how opaque we can be. The words you say, one friend says, exasperated, they don't mean anything. Why would you say something if you don't mean anything? Unit 3. How do they feel? Directions. Look at the children and circle the best word to describe how they feel. How can you tell? Ronen is sad, angry, tired. How can you tell? He is lying face down in the center of the classroom. Aurel is happy, bored. How can you tell? He is alternating between standing on his desk and shrieking with his head back and arms splayed, looking at his worksheet, tearing it into pieces, and either smiling or baring his teeth, unclear, playing with his pencil case, zip, unzip, zip, unzip, zip. Edik is happy, tired, fine. How can you tell? He is focused on the assignment most of the time and works quietly from his desk alone. Occasionally will glance over at the other students with curiosity or frustration. Adam is sad, angry, scared. How can you tell? Having just gotten hit in the head with an errant flying pencil, Adam is now clutching the side of his head like a wounded soldier and sobbing. Klassenbuch, Klasse 3-4. Heute wir... Okay, this is actually what happened. Aurel throws pencil. Adam hit in head. Eyes go wide. Mouth opens. Silent. I rush over. Eyes also wide. Say concerned things like, Alles okay? Was ist denn los? Then he starts crying, holding head, stumbling around, grasping at and gasping for air and strength like he's seeing light at the end of the long tunnel. Aua, aua, etc., etc. I see now that certain things require no language at all to be effectively communicated. I see now that, like anyone of any age, children want recognition for their boredom, their pain. Unit 4. When I grow up. Directions. Practice the dialogue with your classmates. What do you want to be when you are older? I want to be a... Thank you.